what a rich day. Just wanted to thank the presenters from our evaluation panel. As somebody who feels like I'm just beginning to, you know, and try to understand evaluation, it feels like really provocative and just kind of what we need to hear. And I'm sure we all feel like we could go on for another couple of days of a conference on just understanding the complexity of this better. Anyways, just wanted to thank our presenters for that rich conversation.
Yes, thank you, Heather. And also, we wanted to make a little bit of space here at the end to open the floor for comments, questions, reflections, not only from the last panel, but from the whole 3 days. If there's anything that you would care to share in the chat feed or with us, then we would welcome that at this time before we sign off. Images that stick with me from earlier today was the statue being taken down from the legislative building here in Manitoba, and Albert's comments about how from the outside it looks like this permanent and solid bronze structure, but when it was toppled over, it was revealed that it was actually hollow. And I just think that's such a beautiful image about how something can seem so insurmountable, but with the collective action and the creativity of people imagining something different, then we can actually see it for what it is. Some folks are wondering about the questions and comments that were posted in the chat, and you've probably heard Judith and others refer to the fact that there's going to be a report that comes out of this gathering, a sort of transcript of what we've all witnessed here in the last 3 days. And so part of that report will include a transcript of the chat, I'm told, which is great to have that documentation. I know Allison earlier today was asking me about being able to respond to some of the questions that came in that we didn't have time to get to. So hopefully we can continue this dialogue, and I think this network could be a really powerful vehicle for us to continue to interface.
Josh, I was just reading a comment that says, it seems to me that there's a real need to advocate for community engaged work. Perhaps this group could work together to do that. And I guess that is, kind of part of the next stage coming out of this, is to think about how we come together, who would like to be part of that, and how we move forward.
Judith, since you're with us here, I'm curious, is there going to be an evaluation process for this gathering? Will attendees be asked to give feedback?
There is a survey that's currently on the in the chat, and it'll be on our website. And we look forward to all the feedback and more that will be included in your answers to the survey. So yes. And also just to clarify that there will be a report on the gathering. There is also a recording of the gathering, which will be available for people to listen and watch. So those are two sort of legacies of the project.
Great, thank you. I feel a little bit knew there was going to be a survey. I just wanted to prompt that. So yeah, please take time to fill out the survey and give us your feedback, especially because, again, this network is just taking shape. And so we would love to know, what your unique needs and thoughts and perspectives are on how we can best serve the sector, the universe, the multiverse of art for social change.
Yeah, that's great. And, I think just from our perspective for the Halifax Hub, it's been really inspiring to see lots of people from Nova Scotia there. And so I would just like to put a little plug to ask, people in Nova Scotia to reach out to us at Wonderneath, because we'd really love to, have a follow-up dialogue, just in the near future, just to kind of have a chance to, talk through the conference a little bit together and continue the dialogue.
Thank you, Albert. Albert just commented that the dream world cannot be colonized, or can it? And that reminds me of something that came out of yesterday's digital strategies panel, which was that some of these new virtual spaces that we're engaging with have not yet been colonized. And so the importance for us who share those decolonial values to occupy those spaces because others will, invariably. And Jocelyn is just mentioning too, wanting to know more about the Art for Social Change Network. And thank you. We started as a sort of small group with regional representatives, but I think the hope is that we will grow it exponentially. And the Art for Social Change Network sort of site is hosted at the icasc website. So I know our moderators are going to be jumping in with a bunch of oh, there it is, links. And certainly subscribe to the newsletter. I think that's going to be the best way for disseminating information, including updates on the report from this gathering and the recordings that you will have access to.
Great. Are there any more comments that we want to go over, or are we ready to wrap things up?
I think we should wrap things up, Heather.
Great. I know that the chat will be on for continue to be on for a few minutes after the after we're closed, and so please, we encourage you to share your thoughts and ideas before you leave. It's a great way for us all to follow each other. I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who's helped us put this conference together. I think it's the first experience I've had of a virtual conference, and I've been kind of blown away all 3 days about really how we've managed to have, you know, some real connection happen, and to, you know, I've felt things in my body. I felt things in my heart. It's been really really impactful, and I appreciate just the everybody that's been here with us. The team, you know, we have to give a real big thanks out to the National Planning Committee that was responsible for bringing the gathering together, and you know, many months of work that has gone into that. As well as all of our presenters and hosts who helped animate it, and, you know, tried to create a welcoming space online. Also, the whole team of the behind the scenes people at the International Center for Arts for Social Change, including Akhil Varani, who's been such an integral part of the 3 days, helping, you know, connect us all and relay, you know, between the chat and the people, that's such a hard thing, and you've done such a beautiful job of keeping that alive. Also make sure we thank Jenna Lee, Megan Andrews, and our amazing tech crew, Patrick and Erica, who've really made it seem seamless. And I think that's why it feels like we're in touch with each other, because we're not getting caught up on the technical stuff. And when we have everybody who's had has been so patient and really, you know, allowed us to take our time and be comfortable in this medium. And a special shout out to Kim Gilker, who has been, you know, been organizing not just this event, but the steering committee, and really helping us stay in touch and connected for, you know, over a year now, and really, yeah, does such a beautiful job of, yeah, just touching base with all of us, whatever is going on. And finally, to Judith Marcuse, who's the reason really that we're all here. I think, you know, we were all invited in to start to build this with her, and what a beautiful leader you've been for us. Thank you.
Thank you. If I could take just a minute to close us off for the day, just a few quick thoughts. Thank you, Heather and Josh, for your hosting today. Today and over the last few days, we've heard extraordinary people from across the country share the why and the what of their work. We've heard about the communities they serve. We've seen how they work strategically, and very importantly, we've learned about strategies of the heart and the values that guide their work. And it's been very moving, even for me at the age of almost 75. I am so grateful for the candor, the honesty, and the insight of everyone who's participated. So I thank you, everyone. I'd like again to thank the Planning Committee, Risa Pan, Shauna Connell, Erica Kiroff, Josh Roos, and Ryan Veltmeyer, to our fabulous backstage team, again, Kim Gilker, Akil Verani, Jenna Lee DiNardo, Patrick Peachy, and Megan Williams. Thank you. What else can we say? And thanks to everyone who's joined us over the last 3 days. As we've said, we've recorded this gathering and it'll be available on the website. We'll be creating reports in English and French, and those will be available on the site. And just a request to please fill out our short survey. It'll help us to choreograph the next steps of this dance. And so I'm going to say goodbye reluctantly. Please stay well. Please, please stay well. And a bientôt to everyone. Thank you.